We are now, in fact. Ladles and jelly spoons. I am so sorry. You've been waiting. And you're not even waiting because I've only just created the stream. So there's probably nobody here. If you're watching on catch up, there's nobody here. Okay, let's just go into the room and connect to YouTube and see if we're live, ladles and jelly spoons. Yes, we are. Maria Altizan. Hi, Tim, Christina, and Giuliani. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am totally late today. Late. There you go. I've even got a microphone problem. It's a beautiful day, and I went walking this morning, and you are watching Balcony Banter. And I don't even have these people, unfortunately. I don't even have them. I've got to select this. No, I can't even do that these days. They've changed the software as well. Edit properties. Slot B is now Giuliani and Christina. And
hi everyone.
We can go here. There you go. Ladies, live right now. Because I forgot to do it. I thought about it, but I've been cooking lasagna. I've been out, and as I was halfway through the lasagna, I got the butter out the fridge for the bechamel sauce. I thought, I don't have any milk. Because Chris doesn't drink milk anymore. I don't drink milk anymore. She drinks the other milk, the rice milk, don't you?
Yeah.
So I don't drink milk anymore. And so I had no milk. So I had to rush out and get milk. Then I met the guy who's going to put the TV on the wall at the weekend, or on Friday.
Is he going to do it Friday?
I don't know. I've got to call him again tomorrow. So he might do it tomorrow, actually.
Oh, well.
Tomorrow, Friday, anyway. And so it was all hectic. And then, of course, Giuliani turns up, and I've got to be polite and stuff and say hello and all that. And then we came out. And what's worse is that this camera, as I've just looked, has only got 35%. That yours is 100.
Okay.
This is 35. And if this goes off, I'll just use my phone, but there you go. Okay. Care Studios SPTH form gone. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about community. And we're also going to get any of you guys want to come on, just go to timothydowd.com/live or timothydowd.com and press the button that says join in. And follow the instructions. You come and say hello.
Exactly. Be part of the community.
Be part of the community. I talked with Rick this morning. If you have missed that one, he came onto the walk with Alan. Thank you, Alan, again for the second walk in your holiday. Anybody else fancies a walk? Get me out of my sack. Then
Sarah
just
Childs wants a walk with you, and she would be willing to go on a walk with you on Friday.
On Friday, okay, there you go. So Friday morning, Sarah Childs.
I'm outing Sarah.
Tomorrow you can't walk anyway.
Tomorrow I can't walk anyway because we have to go.
Lord.
Yeah, you say you can't get blood out of a stone. There's nobody harder than Chris, I tell you. Hard Chris.
Tough guy.
Why am I frozen? I'm frozen here. Oh, you know what I've done? I put it 1080p. We're in top quality. Top quality today, but that's not really good up here. Thumbs up for free, says Craig. Is it me, or is Tim occasionally freezing? I am occasionally freezing. It's
always hot.
What I've done is I've put the wrong. I usually do 720p on the balcony because the Wi-Fi is miles away, and also my things, my camera's only 35%. Oh god. Talking about cheese. Actually, Jen, I'm talking about the slab of cheese. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, you'll see that my little thing this morning that I did, my little 30-second thing this morning, was a piece of cheese on bread. There was ham hiding underneath it. But I said, good morning, everybody. I'm going to talk about this slab of cheese. So now we've talked about the slab of cheese, we can go on to the next subject. Right, I've talked enough. Christina, how the devil are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
Cool dude.
It's a busy week. It's gonna be an even busier week next week.
What's happening next week?
The family is coming.
The family. My family.
Yeah.
So who's coming when?
Mark and Vicky are coming Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Stephanie, Kasim, and Malika are coming Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
And Jackie and Stuart are coming Wednesday.
There you go.
Wow. Busy. It's
Busy,
just like,
busy.
It's just like Christmas.
Yeah.
And they're all staying a week, right?
Yeah.
So we got all of them here from Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
And what had you done this week? Where were you yesterday?
Oh, that was great. We met some lovely people yesterday.
Anne and David, and I keep wanting to say Wendy, but it's Sarah, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah and Paul.
Paul.
That's it, yeah.
And we had lovely ice cream
Uh-huh.
and a nice little chat.
Uh-huh.
I didn't chat much because they were all blah, blah, blah.
You couldn't get a word in edgeways, could you, kid? And you had ice cream and coffee.
Yeah.
Carajillo con hielo.
And then I had to have a Fanta because they didn't have alcohol-free beer.
Amazing.
And that's what made you switch to Fanta.
Yeah.
Have a guess what I switched to, Juliani.
Well, not Fanta.
No. Beer. I thought I can have one.
Because they had beer.
Alcoholic
beer.
Exactly. You're looking very glittery today.
Glitter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing?
Well, besides work, yes, it was a very busy week. I've been meeting up with some of our balcony banter folks, and it was lovely to see them all. Anne and David, and we started last week with our meal with Jen.
Oh, yes, yeah, we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was good. And today I met with Sarah as well. So yeah, it was lovely meeting everyone face to face. You know. It's
So-
always a whole different story, I think.
So you need more subscribers, really. So I think Juliani needs more subscribers. So if you are not subscribed to Juliani Nendel, go ahead and do it right now. The link is in the description of this video, so go ahead and do it.
Yep.
And thank you for mentioning the cheese and Jen, of course. Jen from the joined us for chicken last week on
yeah.
Tuesday. It was the first time she was out at Oasis Chicken. And we found out there's another Oasis Chicken on Las Vistas
Yes,
Beach.
exactly. San
Not
Telmo.
Tembel, San Telmo, that's right.
San Telmo, yeah. San Telmo.
Ian
and-
Miller's on. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
If you want to come in, the room is open. The only thing is, I've got a yellow line here to say that this device, the CPU load is massive. I need a new iPad. Of all the things that I'm trying to get, I need a new iPad.
Oh. Put it on the list. Put it
Yeah.
on the list.
If you do decide to join us at timothydowd.com/live, then please comment first so I know to expect somebody, because it doesn't ping when you come in. What it does do is not ping. If that makes sense?
Bing.
Bing. Okay, so somebody was saying, how do you come into the room? Maria Alti. Yeah, just go to the website, timothydowd.com. Then there's 4 buttons. One of them is email, the next one's support the channel, and the third one, I think, is how to join in. You press that one, and it comes to a page that tells you all about it. And then there's a button in the middle that says join the live show. When you press that, it asks you a few questions. It says, can I use your microphone and your video? And you have to say yes. And then it says, write your name and press the button, and then you're straight in to the back studio. And then only when I click on you do you come online live. So you got time to do everything there. Okay. Can you see anybody else with a question? Oh, the SBTH. I want to talk about that before we go any further. On Monday there was a BOE, which is the Boletín Oficial España, is it? Yeah. The official gazette, which tells you what the laws have changed. And what they did, well, I'll give you a little bit of background. They used to put everything together where you went through this website and uploaded your digital certificate, and then you got a QR code which you could show at the airport, because otherwise the airport would have to check each certificate individually, and they're all different or whatever, and they'd have to do this, that, and the other. So it was costing a lot of money. So what they said is Tim frozen sometimes? There you go. I'll just go straight to them. They're not frozen. They're all right. So, or I'll go to this one. How's that? Okay. Yeah, so basically, it was costing a lot of money. So what they said was, instead of us checking all your digital certificates, it is now up to each airport individually to decide who they're going to check, which will probably be nobody, if I know them, but you never know. So a lot of people on the I Love Tenerife forum and other places were saying, "Oh, you don't need a vaccination anymore to come to Spain." That is not true. The entry requirements have not changed. You still need either a full vaccination, or you need to have had COVID and got a recovery certificate, or you need to do a test 72 or 24 hours before you come, depending on whether it's a PCR test or an antigen test. So the entry requirements have not changed. The only thing that's changed is that you don't have to upload your digital certificates to the SBTH and fill out the locator form anymore. So that is saving money for Spain, because that was paid through Madrid, I think. And now each airport has to look at the digital certificates when you come in through immigration. This is only for people coming from outside of the EU. You little third countries there somewhere. So anyway, or outside the Schengen area, I think it is. If you're in Schengen, it doesn't matter. But if you're outside of Schengen, so I think it's Ireland as well. The only difference is that Ireland don't need their passports stamped, which is the extra step that non-EU people have to do. Right, so I hope that was news, but it did say, what it did is it was a law that amended another law, which pointed to another law, which then in the analysis pointed to another law. So you've got to read 4 documents in Spanish to understand what's going on. A lot of people read one and went, it's all gone. And that wasn't it. So he'll either backtrack or not. But the last law that I read was that the entry requirements have been extended to the November the 15th. So I think in November the 15th they will either extend them again or they won't. So up until November the 15th it's still the same. Okay. So that was it. Ali's on. Anne-Marie's on. Tina Rigby, Moira, Alan Fraser, good evening. Thank you for the walk this morning. Jen, and hope you have a lovely time. So they're checking amongst themselves. Don't ask. Okay, dear. Michael from Nottingham. Everybody saying hi, Bruce. Hi, Paul Scalf. Hey, Paul. Sorry I didn't get to see you again. There was a big mix-up on the Thursday, and I didn't get to see you guys. But I hope you got home okay. It was great to see you on my birthday. Thank you very much for taking the effort to pop out there, and I hope to see you next time in Little Germany again. This time we'll at the table together and we'll have a big chat. There'll be no cameras around, unless you want, and I can do an interview with you. Tim is frozen sometimes. It's 30 degrees here. Why am I frozen?
Exactly.
Okay, something behind me. What's that? Cannot find it. Very technical. Okay, Marie Alti. All you have to do is go to timothydowd.com in a browser. Well, first of all, you've got to stop watching this. That's the very first thing you do. Get rid of everything to do with balcony banter on your phone. Not now, because I'm telling you stuff. So when I finish telling you, stop this. Go into your browser, either Chrome or, I don't know, whatever browser you need, on your phone, whatever it is, and go into timothydowd.com. When it pops up, or actually put in timothydowd.com/live, Live. and that'll take you directly to the page. And the button in the middle of the page, press that. It'll open another picture, another window, and it'll ask you your name and if they can access everything. So just say yes, 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 yes. Type your name, and then enter studio. It says, and then you'll be right here in front of me. Okay, Maria. I shall wait. I shall await you coming in. And Ian, if you're still online, you're welcome as well. Flying Trucker, evening all. Just catching up on the morning walk. Big Bruce says hello, Alan. I see from Facebook you're friends with a mate of mine, Hamish Colgan, who knows you from Tranat Juniors. It's a small world, but I wouldn't like to paint it. Don't worry about it, Tim. Hope you didn't finish all those beers in one sitting. I did, actually. The little...
No, it was 2 sittings.
It was 2 sittings, yeah. It was 2 sittings. There you go. Let's go. Realise I was in wrong account. Have you been commenting us? Tenerife Uncovered. Right. So that was that. Now we decided to have Sophie and Carl say hello. Thank you, Julie. Now we have a topic this evening because I published such a lovely picture of us all, and Dave D. Dozy Beaky Mickentich. Now I think that maybe Sarah was a bit too young to remember Dave D. Dozy Beaky Mickentich, because she thought I was calling them Dave D. Dozy Beaky Mickentich, and she assumed the word Beaky in herself, which I would have said more Dozy.
Yeah, I saw the picture last night, and I thought, I mean, this has been the week of meetups, and I thought, yeah, why not have the topic community?
Community, yeah, because I think the community that you've built around the channel, around the channels, in fact, is good. It's I think that I know that Alan met Ian the doorman for the first time last night.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's great, and especially if you come into Tenerife, you don't have to come in and listen to me gabbing or smell me. You know, you can meet up yourselves. So I think it's a great way to sort of like go ahead and have a little bit of a better vacation, as I say, better vacation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the very world famous Christina and Giuliani Zoo. They've come out now to say hello. They shall wave any minute now. Oh, God.
Don't need to go to Laurel Park.
No. Oh, my God. My battery's running out. Okay. I'll come in.
I definitely agree. It's a beautiful community, and it's not just this channel. It's a whole a lot of channels like the Craicmaster, Night Strider, Scotsman and Tenerife.
Kevin, he came on the live this morning.
And
Rick and Rolly.
Craicmaster. Rick and Shelley.
Rick and Shelley. Rick came to the walk with Rollo today. We had a coffee afterwards.
Yes.
In Chiringo Atlanticus. Chiringo Atlanticus.
And then Tim came home and spilled his coffee.
Shut up, I'm not even mentioning that. In fact, I've managed not to get it in the shot.
Exactly.
But it smells good.
I'll have to spill beer next time.
Our beer doesn't smell good.
No.
So, community. What is community to you? Giuliani?
Well, I mean, we're here talking about obviously a virtual community in the first place, and it happens that it's far more than just a virtual community, like balcony banter every Wednesday. This is the small community what we have here sitting at the table, and then spreading it out.
I'm not cooking for everybody.
So that is a great way to share, and then obviously since people come over, meet them in person, which is another extension, I would say, to community or to virtual community. And then, obviously, I mean, I would like to know from you guys what makes you tune in every Wednesday to Balcony Banter.
I'd like to know that as well, because
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's just a load of guff, really.
I
isn't it?
mean, it's curious, and I'm curious to know, um, as I think it's also chatting amongst the audience. You guys have created for yourself a great community, and looking at the chat and all your meetups here on the island, and the ones who live not far from each other. I guess you might have even had the occasion to meet up at home in your home country, even that. So that I would like to know from you guys why you tune in every Wednesday, and if it's something you feel connected to, if it's maybe something like similar things you have in common, or maybe you don't have in common, and still make the effort to be around people who don't see it in the same way. That's also possible, because I think through distance, through virtual community, it's much more likely to have that mix of people that have maybe nothing in common at all, and still get together.
Yeah, but I think everybody on the channel's got Tenerife at least in common.
Yeah,
And
that's a broad thing.
and
Yeah.
the people who stuck with balcony banter, because there are some people who it's not for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to come and they want to know, you know, what the next bar is and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. So some people who just don't like what we're doing here,
Yeah.
we've lost those. But the people who stuck with us, I think they just like to be part of the table. You know, they just like it. Well, some people have said to me, it's like being invited to your house and sitting at the table and having a chat.
Isn't that lovely?
That's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a show, does it?
No. I mean, you don't have to create really hard to make it a show. Faulty Towers are guaranteed every Wednesday, so we don't need to create that.
I can do this.
Whoosh.
And I can do this. And I can do this.
Okay, Anne-Marie Elton says, the reason we tune in is that we love your channel and the community created here. Yes, and we love you, Anne Elton.
And Ali Bennett says, I join every Wednesday as it's like meeting up for a chat with friends. There you go. Yes.
Lovely.
Neil Davidson, everybody on here is an extended part of the family.
Oh, wow.
And Marie says, I like the community and like chat with new people. I first tuned in during lockdown and it was great. A lot of people tune in. In fact, I sort of made it a little bit during lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people came in. And I really want to thank the Craicmaster for that, because he really did push me then. But I think since then, I've got to the stage where I've got just about the right amount of people. Now, there's 6,000 followers, but regularly 1,000 to 2,000 tune in, which I quite like. Yeah, and it's basically like a third of the followers tune in. It's the same with Lee. He's got 80,000 followers now, right? But his videos get 20 to 30,000 views. You know, so it's probably about right.
Yeah.
But I'd like to do the lives mainly because I'm a perfectionist with editing. So editing takes me a long time. In fact, I'm still editing a very, very simple interview I did on Sunday. Was it Saturday or Sunday, was it? Sunday afternoon, wasn't it? Or Saturday?
No, Saturday.
Saturday, right, yeah. Still editing it. I'm still editing it.
And you enjoy talking as well.
And I do enjoy talking. I like interacting with you guys.
Yeah.
So it's easier for me to interact than it is to make up a story.
Yeah.
Alan Fraser says to tune in every week as it keeps the connection with Tenerife, which is just love. and also like
Aw.
sitting around the table and talking with friends.
Yeah.
Cool dude. Barry Keto, banter on the balcony with friends. Anthony, Tim's hypnotised us all. Look into my eyes. I would like you to jump back in the banter. Didn't know I could speak French, did you? I tune in because everyone's so nice, says Jeff Daniels. And Paul says, need to head to work. Catch you all on catch up. And I like that as well.
Yeah,
You can pop in and out anytime you like.
exactly.
It's like having... It's like the old days when your door was on the latch. And then people would just come in and like take stuff out your fridge and stuff. You know? David Butler says, a warm feeling, great bunch of people from different backgrounds. There you go. And they said, and then he fell off his stool. Oh, then he goes on to say later on, and locations in Tenerife in common. There you go.
Yeah.
It's Craig. I joined when you first did the walk with lockdown with the Winchester with Christina. Okay. That was my best performing video ever.
Okay. Good.
Walk to the Winchester. And it's magic, says Barry Keeter. I joined when you first did that one. Denise Pearson's on. Hi, Denise. Meet up at Tenerife lovers. You all kept us going during lockdown. Sometimes we thought we would never get back to the beautiful island, and now she's here. And am I allowed to make the announcement, or do you want to make the announcement, Denise? I shall await your reply. But if you want to come on, Denise, just go to timothydown.com/live and follow the instructions.
Ooh, Eugene McGeever has a suggestion. You should do a quiz night sometime, Tim and Christine and Julianne.
Oh, let's do it now.
Ooh, a quiz night.
Yeah. I was on a plane with this very intelligent guy. He was one of the professors from Harvard, right? And he was saying, and I said, "You're a clever guy." He says, "Yeah." I said, "If I could answer any one of your questions, no, if I ask you a question you can't answer, you give me $50. And if I can't answer a question that you ask because I'm thick, yeah, I'll give you $5." He said, "Okay." I said, "I go first." I said, "What's got 6 legs going up a mountain, but only 3 legs coming down?" He says, "I don't know." And he gave me $50. He said, "Well, what is it then?" I said, "I don't either." I gave him 5. Anybody heading over in Feb? Yep, I'll be here.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Anne-Marie's here. Anne-Marie says, the community has grown and created virtual friends here who have supported each other through different and good times. The interaction has helped others more than realised. I really appreciate that, that you've you've moved on from it being about us, and it's now about you. And I think that's what community is all about.
Yeah.
I want to talk about not only communities on Facebook and communities on thing, but also your community at home. Because I have a feeling that all over the world, the communities are suffering in I'd say the Western first world. Yeah? And it's all starting off, and I don't want to get political on this, it's all starting off with governments not investing in communities, So the free market really doesn't generate communities, yeah? Unless it's like Davos, community of like multi-billionaires doing all this. So I think that you have to invest in your community at home, in infrastructure, time, effort, and you should reward people who go the extra mile to do that stuff. And the only way you can do that is through your local organizations. And one of those is your local government, which is obviously funded by the central government and as well. So you really do need to go to your member of parliament or go to your council and fight for your community, because too many communities have died because the infrastructure has died, And so we have an infrastructure now of building a community online. It's very easy to do. It's free for you guys to join. and it's you can do it from the comfort of your own home. But real community building means getting out there and doing it, you know. So I think that is lacking at the moment. So these meetups basically make tangible what is typically intangible in the world.
Well, I mean, I'm sure some of our viewers or even us have taken things that we learn from balcony banter out into the real world, because obviously it's something that what we do is coming from our own core beliefs and our own maybe values even that we share and have in common and that we like to share with you. So so now it's a matter of choice where we put it in,
Uh-huh.
and that choice we have luckily nowadays that we can also have it virtually and not just waiting to make it happen maybe in the bar or maybe in the village community where
Oh, you
where,
got me at the bar.
where yeah where where we sometimes maybe have to wait till the next move is gonna happen, and then nothing happens,
Right.
you know. So now we're very lucky and very fortunate that we can make things happen in an instant, in a click on the iPad.
Exactly. Late Johnny says Roger Channing is coming over soon. Jen says you're right, Tim. Community in person is so very important, but online platforms can be so helpful for those who don't know how or can't get out. But yes, you're right. I mean, yeah, Christina prefers to socialise online, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she likes the telephone and FaceTime and stuff like that, don't you, kid? Especially mainly because your family doesn't come over that often.
We'll never do.
Oh, they've never been over, have they? In 8 years. And who? How many of my family coming over next week?
All of them that are left.
All of them that are left. Yeah, there you go. There you go. They're leaving the dead ones in Britain. God save them.
Uh,
There you go. Simon found out watched from the start and has become part of my weekly routine. I love Tim's sense of humour.
Oh, great.
Thank you so much. Sorry to hear that, Marie. Okay, what happened to Marie? We don't have good community. Oh dear. Is that where you live? Is that where you live, Marie? You know, but I think that is part of infrastructure as well, because it used to be there was the working men's clubs or the miners' clubs or the local bar or maybe the community centre that you had or the library. So those used to be the infrastructures that you had, or a nice square to go and sit and talk, or maybe a lake. And now everything is that's has to be done for profit. So you've either got to pay to go into the lake or whatever, you know. So the community sort of dies on that. And so you really do need to sort of say, what do I want in my area? I mean, I know we're talking about a lot of other things, but what would you like to see built in your area as infrastructure for enabling better community? So, and unfortunately, the only thing that I can think of at the moment that is growing is soup kitchens and food banks, which is not good. So you really do need to say, I want to finance the library and maybe reinvent the library. You know, maybe have a place where you could go with the green screen and you get 20 minutes in a professional camera with people who are professional videographers. I would certainly go and do that, you know. And you could book your time, like a half an hour, and everybody could have like a half an hour making videos or doing some shows. Also, like dance groups and learning a musical instrument. You know, where do you go to do that these days? It's always got to be private. You know. There you go. Do you want me to put the blind down? Oh, there you go. You're blind now. Peters and Lee.
I'm a blues brother.
You're a blues brother.
A blue sister.
A blues sister, exactly.
Uh-huh. So what we got? Barry Keto, community closeness is partly dying out for some places due to mass immigration. Most people in densely populated communities don't know who their neighbours are anymore. In the UK, population has exploded.
Mhm.
I think that the people who are doing mass immigration are doing a better job at communities because they want to flock together. I know in Spain, communities grow up between people who would probably never talk to each other in a normal life, but because we're all English, we'll congregate round an English bar or an English place, a cafe or something like that. So I think that when you're doing mass immigration, the people who are coming are looking for a little bit of continuity, and they'll find others who are like-minded. But the people who stay there, or the people who lived there before, maybe are feeling a little bit ousted to say, "Oh, I'm not part of that community." But go ahead, join the local mosque. I'm not kidding you. Join the local mosque and say, "Look, I'm not Muslim, but I want to find out about it." You know,
Yeah, be open-minded
and be
with it.
open-minded,
Yeah.
or go to a that one of the best parties I ever went to was a traditional Indian birthday party for a young child. Lechmi, what was he called? Lechmi was the girl. What was the guy called?
Can't remember.
Papa something or other. God, it was a long name, wasn't it? Balaji.
Balaji.
Upalapati. Balaji Upalapati. And in India, you have to use the whole name. Hello, Balaji Upalapati. Yeah?
Wow.
And it was Lechmi Upalapati, and he always said Tim Dowd. Hello, I'd like to speak to Tim Dowd. Yeah. Didn't he?
Yeah.
The Balaji Upalapati. But that was a great cultural experience for me. Going to a typical Indian. I suppose nowadays you see it all in Bollywood anyway, right? But it was definitely like Bollywood, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All the colourful and anything. So join a community that maybe you don't think you're part of. That's something. I mean, and bring something to that community. Or
It is. I mean, it takes also, of course, it takes courage.
That's true.
It takes courage to be curious about something that you go into, obviously not knowing anything about, and that's where maybe also. Criticism or not really wanting to accept certain communities comes in because we don't know enough about it, and we might be looked at as the odd one out, and doesn't necessarily be
Fine.
no.
No,
Is it on that same? Is it supposed to be on?
it should be on the same one, yeah.
So
Okay, we're back. I need a new iPad to do actually.
now, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. And obviously this is all dead now, so we're just talking to you. Your microphones won't work or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
So how long will we be on for? 43 minutes. Okay. Well, basically, what we're gonna have to finish now.
Okay.
Where I'm on that one, aren't I? So this is yours. I'll just hold it here. And Ian came on at the end, but I can't open it again. So what I'm going to do now is say, can we get these? That one and that one. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for that. My iPad overheated, and Ian came in, and sorry, Ian, about that. We're going to have to finish now because the battery on here is down to 4%, so it's going to go out anyway. And it's because I didn't put the blind down. I thought I had enough time, but the iPad was way too hot. The community has chucked it, says Big Bruce. Ian will log out. Yeah, sorry about that, Ian. Hang on, don't log out. Let me just do this. I'll see if I can come in for the last 4%. Ian Bill is on. And here he is. Hello, Ian. So we can't hear you, I'm afraid. But, oh, yes, we can, I think. Let me just turn it up. I can't turn it up. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hiya.
Okay, Ian. So let me just get 3 of us on. Plus, multi-view, 3 views, ABC, done. Where are we? ABC, ABC.
Ian, how are you?
Not bad, my dear. How you doing?
Good. Do you want to say something about the community? Because
What
you
can I?
have been and are still a big part of the Balcony Banter community. So I would love to hear your.
I think it's all been said.
In a
No, I
nutshell.
love it. I love it. I love it. You basically you know the reason why I joined the community. It was a good void filler at the time, and I thoroughly enjoy it. But I mean, what you were speaking about there earlier on, Tim, going back to the olden days when you had the village halls and everything like that around about, all the farmers and their sons and daughters and farmers' wives and everything. We used to gather in the village halls and have a good old ceilidh, and
Yeah.
that was your basic community, wasn't
If you take your earphones off, girls, you'll hear better.
it?
Right, we're just going to say Sarah now because I'm not holding this camera anymore.
You're getting muscles, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting muscle.
Woo!
And this one's frozen as well now.
Oh.
Oh God!
Oh my
Never
gosh.
mind.
I know. Let's do this. Let's finish with that beautiful sunset.
There you are. That's good. That'll do. Yep.
Solo. There we go.
That's
So, ladies
fine.
and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. You've been listening to Balcony Banter, which I don't have on this iPad, so I'm going to do Freaky Fridays and mess you all up.
Why not?
Exactly.
Let's
So,
go
ladles
out with
and
a
jelly
bang.
spoons. Ladles and jelly spoons. I got. Which one we're looking at? This one? No, that one. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to just say thank you so much for joining in. This is Ian. Say goodbye, Ian.
Bye.
But stay on because Julie will talk to you in a minute. Say
All
goodbye,
right, okay.
girls.
Bye.
Bye, girls.
Thank-
Next week.
And I can't even see. I can't even see your comments. Oh yeah, here we go. Tatty picking, then shindig. There you go. Says Magic. And Giuliani, thanks everyone. Bye. Have a good time. And from me, Google thinks you might like this one next. And if you want to support the channel, you can support it right here. You can subscribe right here, and I'll put the merch in the corner. It's Tim Dowd, Ian.